Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Are you ready? This is your first day enrolled in Lovesick University. Let's get started on how to master your dark feminine energy. Okay, so as we know, look at me. Look at this fool right here. As we know, everything is perception. So when it comes to presenting yourself, you have to present yourself well or in a certain way, right? So if you want to harness your dark feminine energy, I feel like what complements dark feminine energy when it comes to your outfits are darker outfits. Even, and I know I've touched on this topic a little bit before, instead of being outwardly provocative, if you could be suggestive with it, I'll show you guys a few outfits. Sup bitches, I am back in my honestly more of a clean girl type of outfit to prove a point about your outfits when it comes to your dark feminine side. This is what I was saying about being like provocative. If I could be provocative here, this is the shirt that would do it. But instead, like I was saying, if you go for something that's a little bit more suggestive, leave some things to the imagination. For example, right? I'm wearing just this white vest, but it's a little booby. If I had those, it's a little booby. And I'm just wearing pants. The pants are fine, but I'm going to change. Let's say that I was wearing like leggings right now, full ass out. I'm gonna change into an outfit that's like a little bit more suggestive. I wouldn't like just wear this out because it obviously doesn't look like a full cohesive outfit, but I'm gonna change into an outfit that's a little bit more suggestive to show you guys what I'm talking about. So let me change. Okay, you could already tell, that was not English. You could already tell right off the bat that I'm giving a little bit darker vibes because of the darker outfit. Like I said, like it just looks less innocent. I mean, like everything's sexier in the nighttime, which correlates to everything being sexier when it's darker, right? I'm already giving off that type of vibe. Okay, I also said I wasn't gonna wear this outfit out, but I decided not to change into a regular plain black tube top and change into this like navy blue one. So like this one honestly gives me like more boob. Going for something tighter versus something that just shows is gonna give like a little bit of like the suggestion vibes that I'm talking about. Like maybe not outwardly being like I am sexy, but being like, or like I am, but I'm just not showing you completely, right? And also this corset kind of has like these lines here, which kind of give it like skinny waist type of look, along with the cut like kind of coming in like this. So it kind of gives like it's like I could just be wearing a crop top and just showing my waist, but this is kind of like suggesting that I have a nice waist. Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? I swear to me, this like makes perfect sense. It's just a suggestion. Oh, it's getting bright. Yeah, so instead of being outwardly about it, I'm suggesting it, right? Okay, now this lighting is all over the place. Okay, like I said, imagine I was wearing leggings in the beginning. So leggings are like skin tight, right? So you're gonna kind of see everything. It's not really gonna suggest anything. It's just gonna tell you, like I have an ass or I don't have an ass, right? But the skirt, because it's not like a bodycon skirt, it doesn't really like it's super tight to my body. And I'm just showing a leg. I feel like this is definitely giving like more of a suggestive, provocative look. Is anything I'm saying making sense? Like literally to me, everything I say makes perfect sense, but then sometimes when I'm articulating it, I never articulate it that well. So I hope this is making sense. But basically what I'm saying is don't outwardly dress like a hoe, because if you outwardly dress like a hoe, I mean, it's gonna attract a certain type of audience, but I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. You get what I mean? But yeah, you can kind of tell what I'm talking about. Moving on. But yeah, as you can tell, I feel the dark colors definitely give a dark feminine energy vibe versus like a soft girl vibe where you'd be wearing more like pastels and lighter colors, or like a clean girl vibe where you're wearing like blues and whites. I feel like the dark colors do pair really well with the dark feminine vibe. Okay, makeup. Y'all know I am not a makeup guru. You know, I've really been doing the same makeup since 8th grade. Sue me. Right? But when it comes to dark feminine energy and portraying that to the world, I mean, just like clothes, the dark makeup I feel like is really gonna do you well if you're talented, which I'm not. If you could do like a smoky winged liner, that would look really good. Even the darker lip I have on today, I feel like is giving a little bit more dark feminine energy than I'm used to. Little tweaks in your makeup routine like that are really gonna help you present the energy that you want, which will inevitably help you become the energy that you desire. Also, I found I have a burgundy mascara and they just make your features pop. So if you have like really juicy lips, right, like wear lipstick that really makes it pop, really makes it stand out, like play off of your assets for sure. And I feel like it makes my eyes pop, which I feel like is like one of my very few assets. Definitely presentation is everything when it comes to honestly a lot of things. First steps in mastering your dark feminine energy is your presentation. The way that you present yourself and come off to the world is very important because unfortunately perception is everything. So if you want to look like you are radiating your dark feminine energy, start with these presentation tips. When you're speaking to somebody, keep your head down. You want to keep your chin down and your head either at like a neutral or a little bit of a lowered position, like a little bit of like a lower angle, right? And you want to look up at people with your eyes. So instead of looking up at people with your chin, which will give like a very innocent and maybe soft feminine energy type of feel, you want to keep your head down, your chin down, and you want to look up with just your eyes. This is going to give you a sultry look. I don't really know the science behind it, but it's just going to give you a darker feminine vibe versus a softer vibe if you were to have your chin up. My next tip is going to be to move in confidence. And I know that this is a hard one, but trust, when you learn to move in confidence and you fake it enough, you will just be confident. I know sometimes being confident isn't the easiest, especially when you're dealing with things like acne, I know about that one. Other insecurities, maybe like, I don't know, you don't like certain features about your face. The thing is, you ever seen like people and they're like low-key like really like not attractive, but they just own it so much that you find them attractive, like their energy is attractive. You want to harness that type of energy when you move, because if you sell yourself well enough and you believe it, you'll actually manage to gaslight people into believing it as well. And then it'll just become who you are. When you're moving, walking around, try not to have very closed off body language. Try to like keep it open and relaxed as possible. I know sometimes like in conversations we just like get uncomfortable and we tend to just like shrivel up. Try to just like keep like a very open, like relaxed body language. The goal of harnessing your dark feminine energy is kind of running the room, and if you can be confident enough, you walk into a room, you own it, and then your dark feminine energy will be harnessed. Right? The same kind of thing with body language. You want to make sure that your body language is very confident. If you're twiddling with your hands even, it's gonna give the person you're talking to the impression that you may not be as confident. So just try to like keep your hands on your hips, like just try not to fidget if possible, because fidgeting is gonna make it seem like you're a little bit uneasy and you need some soothing, right? Because that's what fidgeting basically is. I also like to, I hate when my hair is in front of me. I don't know if you've noticed that. I like kind of keep it in the back, and like even just like a little bit of like a head tilt. It's great for flirting, first of all. It's really gonna show the person that you're speaking to that you're very, very confident in what you're saying. Whereas if you were to just like kind of keep like your head down and like not really like make eye contact, it's gonna kind of give the impression that you aren't as secure in what you're saying or what you're trying to present to somebody. All about body language. You sell it. Okay, first you buy it. You buy your own body language. You own it. You sell it to somebody else, and then they will believe it. That's how it works. It all starts from you. If you believe it, other people are gonna believe it. They're bound to. Okay guys, let's talk about talking. And I know that this one is hard. I end up falling short on this one a lot, but I have picked up some tips on how to properly emulate your confidence and display that outwardly. This is one that I still trip over about because I'm a passionate speaker, right? Like as we all are. But when you're speaking, you really want to make sure to speak slowly. If you are rushing through what you're saying, it's not going to give as confident as a vibe as if you're just speaking slowly. I know, I'm a fast talker too, so sometimes it's kind of hard and I do catch myself talking way too fast. But when I can, I want to talk really slow. On the internet, I want to talk really fast to keep your attention. But in person, I need to practice talking really slowly. Okay, we're on the floor now. This is also one that commonly gets me. Try not to overshare. I am a yapper. I am a trauma dumper. If you give me your ear, I'm gonna try to trauma dump on you. Like, sorry. Yeah, try not to overshare, because in a way, oversharing, you're going to kind of ruin the mystique. And I think a part of dark feminine energy is owning the mystery aspect of it. So if you're out here sharing everything with everybody, there's going to be less mystery surrounding you, which is going to give more of like a soft feminine energy instead of like a dark feminine energy like we're going for. On that same note as not oversharing, this is a big one that I found actively trying to get better at. Answer what is asked, but overall you want to try to be the one that asks the questions. And the thing about it is, right, some people will be convinced that they really like you, like, oh, like Jay is so cool, like blah blah blah, and it's like you realize that you didn't really say much the whole conversation. People will generally be entertained by them speaking, so if you get them to talk, they're going to think that it's a reflection of them liking you, when it's really just a reflection of how they they felt when they were around you. You want to keep people talking, ask questions. Even me, I'll have like a whole like little part in a notebook of just questions, icebreakers. How many questions you ask people when you meet them, or even like catch up questions if you're not meeting them, right? You already know them. Like I said, if you could be the person who is asking the questions versus the person that is answering all of the questions, it's definitely going to help with the mystique and the mystery around your dark feminine energy. And I think that's definitely gonna help. Let people figure things out about you instead of you telling them. Because also when it comes down to it, actions do speak louder than words, and inevitably within long-term relationships or friendships, people are going to find things out about you. You don't always need to explain it to them. It's gonna mean more if they get to see it and learn it from you versus you just telling them, because you know people are liars. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed my video on how to harness your dark feminine energy. If you have any questions about this topic, please let me know down below. I would love to answer your questions. I would love to know what you guys think, how you integrate these tips into your life. I have found that over the years I don't want to be as much of a yapper, and I definitely want to harness in on my own dark feminine energy, because let's be real, like I have trust issues. I don't trust everybody right away anymore like I used to. So leaving some things to be found out by somebody has been very beneficial, because it saves me the hassle of me not trusting them inevitably and then them having all this information about me. That's also another reason that I try to be more mysterious, have my dark feminine energy on lock. But when it comes down to it, it's really all about how you present yourself. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. If you did, make sure to leave me a like and subscribe to my channel down below. It really helps me out, and I really want to make some really cool content for you guys. So definitely let me know what you guys are interested in seeing down below, because I would love to take your input. And I will see you guys in a few weeks in my next video. So from one lovesick fool to another, I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.